Overview of food ingredients, additives, and colors. For centuries, ingredients have served useful functions in a variety of foods. Our ancestors used served to preserve meat and fish, added herbs and spices to improve the flavor of foods, preserved fruits with sugar and picked cucumbers in the vinegar solutions. Today, consumers demand and enjoy a food supply that's flavorful, nutritious, safe, convenient, colorful, and affordable. Food additives and advance in technology have made that possible. There are thousands of ingredients used to make food. The Food and Drug Administration (FDA) maintains a list of over 3,000 ingredients in its database, everything added to food in the United States, many of which we use at home every day. Sugar, baking soda, salt, vanilla, yes, species, and colors. Still, some consumers have concerns about additives because they may see the long, unfamiliar names and think of them as complex chemical compounds. In fact, every food we eat, whether a just picked strawberry or a homemade cookie, is made up of chemical compounds that determine flavor, color, texture, and nutrient value. All food additives are carefully regulated by free federal authorities and various international organizations to ensure that foods are safe to eat and are accurately labeled. The purpose of this project is to provide helpful background information about food and color additives, what they are, why they are used in foods, and how they are regulated for safe use. Why are foods and color ingredients added to food? Additives perform a variety of useful functions in foods that consumers often take for granted. Some additives could be eliminated if we were willing to grow our own foods, harvest and grind it. Stand methods, cooking and canning are a step increased risk of food spoilage. But most consumers today rely on the many technological, aesthetic, and convenient benefits and additives provide. Following are some reasons why ingredients are added to foods. Number one, to maintain or improve safety and freshness. Preservatives slow product spoilage caused by mold, air, bacteria, fungi, or yeast. In addition to maintaining the quality of the food, they help control contamination that can cause foodborne illness, including life-threatening botulism. One group of preservatives, antioxidants, prevents fats and oils and the foods containing them from becoming rancid or developing an off flavor. They also prevent fresh fruits such as apples from turning brown when exposed to air. To improve or maintain nutritional value, vitamins and minerals and fiber are added to many foods to make up for those lacking in a person's diet or lost in processing or to enhance the nutritional quality of food. Such fortification and enrichment has helped reduce malnutrition in the US and worldwide. All products containing added nutrients must be appropriately labeled. 3. Improve texture and appearance. Species, natural and artificial flavors and sweeteners are added to enhance the taste of food. Food colors maintain or improve appearance. Emulsifier, stabilizers, and thickeners give foods the texture and consistency consumers expect. Lifting against allow packaged goods to rise during baking. Some additives help control the acidity and alkalinity of foods, while other ingredients help maintain the texture and appeal of foods with reduced fat content. What is a food additive? In its broadest senses, a food additive is any substance added to foods. Legally, the term refers to any substance the intended use of which results or many reasonably be expected to result directly or indirectly in its becoming a component or otherwise affecting the characteristics of any food. This definition includes an substance used in the production, processing, treatment, packaging, transportation, or storage of food. The purpose of the legal definition, however, is to impose a pre-market approval requirement. Therefore, this definition excludes ingredients whose use is generally recognized as safe, where government approval is not needed, though ingredients are approved of use by FDA or the U.S. Department of Agriculture prior to the food additives, while other legal pre-market approval requirements apply. Direct food additives are also thus added to a food for a specific purpose in that food. For example, xanthan gum used in a salad dressing, chocolate milk, bakery fillings, puddings, and other foods to add texture. Is a direct additive. Most direct additives are identified on the ingredient label of foods. Indirect food additives are those that become part of the food in trace amounts due to its packaging, storage, or other handling. For instance, minute amounts of packing substance may find their way into food during storage. Food packaging manufacturers must bill to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) Thus, all materials coming in contact with foods are safe before they are permitted for use in such a manner. What's your color additive? A color additive is any diet, pigment, or substance which, when added or applied to a food, drug, or cosmetic, or to the human body, is capable alone or through reactions with other substances of imparting color. FDA is responsible for regulating all color additives to ensure that foods containing color additives are safe to eat, contain only approved ingredients, and are accurately labeled. Color additives are used in foods for many reasons. 1. To offset color loss due to exposure to light, eye, temperature, extremes, moisture, and storage conditions. 2. To correct natural variation in color. 3. To enhance colors that occur naturally. And 4. To provide color to colorless and fun foods. Without color additive, colos would not be brown, margarine would not be yellow, and milk ice cream would not be green. Color additives are now recognized as an important part of particularly and processed foods we eat. FDA's permitted color are classified as subject to certification or exempt from certification, both of which are subject to rigorous safety standards prior to their approval and listing for use in foods. Certified colors and synthetically produced or human-made and used widely because they impart an intense, uniform color, are less expensive, and blend more easily to create a variety of hues. There are 9 certified color additives approved for use in the United States. Certified food colors generally do not add undesirable flavor to foods. Colors that are exempt from certification include pigments derived from natural sources such as vegetables, minerals, or animals. Natural derived color additives are typically more expensive than certified colors and may add unique unintended flavors to foods. Examples of exempt colors include another extract, yellow, dehydrated beet, blues, red to brown, caramel, yellow to tan, beta carotene, yellow to orange, and grape skin extract, red, green. How are additives approved for use in foods? Today, food and color additives and more strictly studied, regulated and monitored than at any other time in history. FDA has the primary legal responsibility for determining their safe use to market a new food or color additive or before using an additive already approved for one use in another manner not yet approved. a manufacturer or other sponsor must first petition FDA for its approval. These petitions must provide evidence that the substance is safe for the ways in which it will be used. As a result of recent legislation since 1999 in directed additives has been approved via a pre-market notification process requiring the same data as was previously required by petition. When evaluating the safety of a substance and whether it should be approved, FDA considers 1. The composition and properties of the substance. 2. The amount that would typically be consumed. 3. Immediate and long-term health effects. And 4. Various safety factors. The evaluation determines an appropriate level of use that includes a built-in safety margin, a factor that allows for uncertainty about the levels of consumption that are expected to be harmless. In other words, the levels of use that gain approval are much lower than what could be expected to have any adverse effect because of inherent limitation of science. FDA can never be absolutely certain of the absence of any risk from the use of any substance. Therefore, FDA must determine based on the best science available if there is a reasonable certainty of no harm to consumers when the additive is used as proposed. If an additive is approved, FDA issues regulations that may include the types of foods in which it can be used, the maximum amount to be used, and how it should be identified on food label. In 1999, produce change so that FDA now consults with USDA during the review process for ingredients that are proposed for use in meat and poultry products. Federal officials then monitor the extent of Americans' consumption of new additives and result of any new research on its safety to ensure its use continues to be within safe limits. If new evidence suggests that products are already in use many unsafe, or its consumption levels have changed enough to require another look, federal authorities may prohibit its use or conduct further studies to determine if the use can still be considered safe. Regulation known as Good Manufacturing Practice (GMP) limits the amount of food ingredients used in foods to the amount necessary to achieve the desired effect. Summary: food ingredients have been used for many years to preserve flavor, blend, thicken, and color foods, and have played an important role in reducing serious nutritional deficiencies among consumers. The ingredients also have ensured the availability of flavorful, nutritious, safe, convenient, colorful, and affordable food that meets consumer expectations year-round. Food and color additives are strictly studied, regulated, and monitored. Federal regulations require evidence that each substance is safe at its intended level of use before it may be added to foods. Furthermore, all additives are subject to ongoing safety review as scientific understanding and methods of testing continue to improve. Consumers should feel safe about the foods they eat.